Talk Your a podcast where we don't give no you, and you. Oh, and did I say you? Yeah, you too.
You too.
Now, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm Big Slick, your host. This is my podcast. This is what we do. We talk shit on this podcast. That's what it's called. Talk your shit. All right. Today we got a crazy dope episode, man. We're gonna go dive deep into love, loyalty, respect, and people that say yes to everything. Let's really look into all that. You know what I'm saying? But first, I want to thank all my listeners out there, everybody at their house, at work, in their car, on the road, on the trucks. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in to me because you're now rocking with Big Slick on Talk Your Shit podcast. So let's jump right into it. Got a couple of questions for you. So, first, out of love, loyalty, and respect, which one do you prefer? Just think about that for a minute. It's not a trick question or nothing like that. Just think about which one you prefer. Love, loyalty, or respect. Right? Do you prefer two of them? Love and loyalty, love and respect. Which one? Or all three? Me personally, I say all three. Because at the end of the day, if you only got one or two, what are you really doing? You know what I'm saying? I prefer love, loyalty, and respect. Because if you're dealing with somebody, let's put it like this. Let's break it down. So if you're dealing with somebody, right, and let's say they got love for you and they not loyal, how you gonna have love for somebody and not actually be loyal to them? So if you ain't loyal to them, then you don't really love them. You know what I mean? And then if you don't respect them, how can you love them? So I don't see how one go without the other. But let's go a little deeper. Let's talk about respect. Some people got respect strictly out of fear. They respect the person because they scared of them, right? Which doesn't last long at all. Because if somebody respect you just because they fear you, what happens when they don't fear you no more, right? Now they lose respect for you. Now other things can happen. So just having respect out of fear is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you might have think, I'm from the hood and the streets. You're like, oh yeah, these dudes respect me. Nah, probably respect you because you putting in work or whatever the case is. I don't promote none of that. But somebody might just respect you because of that, because they scared of you or they saw you, what you capable of doing. But respect lasts longer if fear is not involved. Because people eventually get past fear, right? And once they get past that fear, they're gonna have an anger, resentment towards you. And what type of relationship is that? What type of relationship anyway if somebody fears you and they respect you because of the fear? That doesn't what I'm saying, make sense to me at all. So me personally, I would rather love, loyalty, and respect. Let's talk about loyalty. Some people are just loyal from what you could do for them. That's the only reason why they loyal. For their own personal benefit, for their own personal hidden agendas, right? So they loyalty to a extent, to a default. You know what I'm saying? They loyalty by that. But at the end of the day, they not really loyal to you. They loyal to what you can do for them. That's why they stick around. And a lot of people can't really find, they don't know how to figure out who's around them that's really loyal, or they just loyal to what they doing for them. Now I got a tip for that. I do. This is what you do. So people that's just around you, how you can test their loyalty, you starve them out first. First of all, starve them out. This is what you do. Start saying no to shit, man. And that goes into another thing I was talking about. A lot of people like to say yes to everything and please everybody and do this for this person, do this for that person. What are you doing for yourself? It's okay to say yes to certain people. You know what I'm saying? But certain people, when you say yes too much, they take advantage of it. Now you're a yes man or yes woman. And they ask you just because they know you're going to say yes to it. So stop saying yes to every goddamn thing. Are you crazy, man? Say no. N-O. I'm telling you, you'll feel a lot better. The air tastes different when you say no. When you say no a lot, the air tastes different, baby. I'm telling you. This yes all day. Yeah, I go do that. I go do this. But let you do the same thing and ask somebody else. I bet you hear a lot of no's. I bet you hear a lot of excuses. You might not hear no, but you're going to hear excuse for them not doing something that you ask them to do. So a lot of people need to start saying no. Stop saying yes. And I'm gonna tell you if people really loyal to you saying yes. This is how you test it. Say no a couple of times and see how long they hang around you. Say no a couple of times and see what happened. Right? See how far they fall back. Then you can separate your friends from the ones that just surround you. Now you can separate, family from the ones that's just around you. When you start saying no and they start fading to black, they wasn't worth, you saying yes to everything, because you held them on a higher pedestal than they held you. Start saying no and see how people change on you, right? Now the real ones, when you start saying no, they're still going to be around because they understand you can't say yeah all the time. Maybe you got something going on and they respect that and they loyal and they got love for you. So when the people have all them three things, love, loyalty, and respect, they're in it for the long run. The people that don't have all three of them characteristics is going to end up falling to the side when you start leveling up. They're not going to be around. They're going to be gone, ghost. You ain't going to know what's going on. You be like, hey, what happened to that? What happened to such and such? This motherfucker don't call me no more. He don't call you no more. That's why the dude wasn't never real. You know what I'm saying? She not calling you no more because she wasn't real. You got a lot of fake people around you. It just happens like that, man. That's why you got to, I always say this, you got to keep that circle very small. Stop messing with everybody, saying yes to everybody, thinking people cool just because they smile in your face if they don't have that love, loyalty, and respect for you, man. Let them let them fall to the side, man. And stop trying to feed everybody, man. Stop trying to show everybody love, man. Some people got to fix their own plate, sit at their own table, man. You fixing the food for them, fixing the table for them. You doing everything. What you going to burp them too? What's going on out here, man? You're crazy out here, but what's going on? Let people get their own food, man. Put in their own work, get their own hustle. You know what I'm saying? Let them prepare a meal, eat, wash the dishes. A lot of people just want to eat off your plate, man. What's on your plate is for you. It's not for everybody else. Start saying no. Start saying no to these people that want to tag along after they see you doing something good. Now you want to be around. Where the fuck was you at when I was putting in this work? Now you see the work. Now you want to pop up. Nah, fade the black, bro. You know what I say? Go that away. Get the fuck away from me, man. Love, loyalty, respect. I'm real big on that. You know what I mean? And no, I say no so much. Yo, this shit is crazy. I say no so much, people stop asking me shit. You already know the answer. Stop asking me shit. That's how much I say no. I don't even get approached with bullshit because I already set the boundaries. I already drew the line in the sand. Don't even ask me shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with the bullshit, so keep that shit over there. And then I don't fuck with a lot of people anyway. So it is what it is. It's easier when you don't really deal with a lot of people. But for y'all out there that's you got a big circle, you deal with a lot of people and all that. That's cool and all that, but make sure that all them people have love, loyalty, and respect for you. Now, when you're dealing with business, business is business. It just is. So a lot of times you can't really involve friends with business because it sometimes it don't really mix. Sometimes you got to do what's best for the business. That might not necessarily be best for your friendship or some type of relationship you got going on. So business is a little bit different. That's why a lot of people that do business don't do business with family members or real close friends unless they got that understanding and they hitting all them three topics: love, loyalty, and respect. If you hitting all those three, then you can do business with people. If you're not hitting all of those three, forget about it. It's not working. It's not going to happen. Don't do it. You're going to waste time. You're going to waste money. It's not going to work. So later for that. And start saying no, man. All this nod in your head all day to everything. You look like a bobblehead out here. Stop saying yes to everything, man. No. No means no. Everybody don't deserve a yes. You need the next three people that ask you something, say no. But look, check this out now. Don't just now if your kids come up to you and say they hungry, man, don't tell your kids no, you can't eat, man. You know what I'm saying? To people asking you bullshit. And you know it's bullshit, say no. And a lot of people, y'all say yes and y'all do shit you don't really want to do. Like if you don't want to get this motherfucker a ride to work or whatever you want, say you can't do it. You giving somebody else rides. Now you your kids, you got to pick your kids up. You running late because you're doing this when you could have just said no. You can't say yes to everything, man. You know, some people take advantage of that and they look at it as a weakness, but you saying yes to everything. Say no. And again, you jump back, not really jumping back because it's all coincide with each other. The love, loyalty, and respect. You got to live by all three things. You know, if you're dealing with somebody or in a relationship with somebody, it has to be all three. You cannot exchange those out. And I know some people probably looking at this and going, oh, well, yeah, I don't have all three for this person. If you don't, then you shouldn't be rocking with that person, like in a real relationship. Now, if it's business, I seriously doubt somebody love everybody they do business with. And a lot of people don't got loyalty with the people they do business with because they get a better business deal, they're gonna go with the better business deal, right? Right. Now, one thing that should be involved in business is respect. The person you doing business with should respect you, and you should respect that person. Now, if there's no respect, then it's no business. You shouldn't be doing business if respect is not involved, right? But in business, more money, eh, players get traded all day. Millions of dollars of contracts get traded all day. So loyalty in business don't go hand in hand. You know, love in business really don't go hand in hand either because if you get a better offer, love don't got nothing to do with it. I'm over here. I'm gonna go with the better deal. But respect always need to be across the board when it's business. And of course, with a relationship, it's all three. But with business, you got to have respect in business, right? So the key takeaways of this one, you know what I'm saying, is definitely stop saying yes to everything. It's crazy. Say no. You live longer when you start saying no and stop saying yes to everything. Because a lot of y'all be mad as hell after you say yes. You'll get off the phone with the person and be like, yo, why the hell I agreed to do that? You get off the phone with your boss or your boss will ask you something at work and you say yes. And what the boss is asking you, he or she asking you might be optional. But you so quick to be a bobblehead, you gonna say yes to it anyway. Say no. What the hell? No means no. Stop saying yes to everything, man. I'm telling you, you'll live longer, stress free. You say no, it's stress free. People will leave you alone. You know what I mean? So definitely want to remind y'all keep on tuning in, man. The show is going great. Keep on tuning in. Email us, right? We got an email address that y'all can hit us up on. It's called talkyashitdaily@gmail.com. That's talk, YA, shit daily @gmail.com. Reach out, um, and let me know your opinions on everything. Let me put this on the screen real quick so everybody can have that. Let me see what I got here. Boom, there you go. Yeah, and right into let's talk about it letter. We got a let's talk about it letter. That's what we call it. So if you got a topic you want to discuss, you got a situation that you in and you want some type of opinion or a situation that you experience and you want another opinion on it or male opinion on it or whatever, write in and I I'm saying I'll put it on the air and shout you out if you want me to shout you out. You can remain anonymous, you know what I'm saying? And we can go from there. But definitely send in your email suggestions for shows. I want to make this show engaging. I want the audience to be a part of it. So, send it in, contact me. But I'm going to tell you like this. If you sending in some bullshit, of course I'm not putting it on the air. So, you know what I mean? Let's keep it, let's keep it real. This shit is called talk your shit. It's not called send me dumb shit. All right. You already know what it is, man. It's Talk Your Shit podcast. Big Slick, and I'm out. Peace.